Hey there, it's Vicki Marie, and I'm just starting the day. It's about 8 o'clock. Actually, it's 8:30. I just looked at the clock. I've been up since about 6, but I actually was talking to my daughter on the phone for quite a while. She was driving home from work, and anyway, she's in the middle of moving, and I've talked about that, and I'm really excited. So I was just checking in to make sure everything's okay, and it's just so nice knowing that she's down the street from me. And Roscoe is doing really, really well. He was so tired last night, and they told me I couldn't feed him anything until this morning, so he wolfed down his breakfast this morning, and he's just such a good sport, and he was so happy to be home. I did not get a coffee advent calendar. We do have a cheese advent calendar this year, and I know that I will probably, John, I'm going to wait till he's available to do the cheese advent calendar. I'm watching everyone do their cheese advent calendars. I'm like, well, maybe I should, do that. I love grilled cheese sandwiches, but I can have cheese. I'm not restricted. Some people are like intolerant to dairy. I'm not, but I just choose not to have a whole lot of dairy. So I ran out of my creamer, and I went and bought a couple of coffees that were flavor coffees. And I bought the Dunkin' Turtle Love. I haven't tried that yet. And then I tried the Buttery Smooth Notes Caramel K-Cups. These are K-Cups, and this is the Starbucks. I tried this one. This one's actually pretty good. And I was going to try to have it without creamer, was my goal. And that didn't work out. I still want my creamer. I just don't want it without cream. But I noticed with the flavored coffees, I put way less cream in it. I'll show you one thing I love. I normally drink the Dunkin' Donuts decaf coffee in the afternoon, but I bought this, and it's not decaf, unfortunately. I cannot drink caffeine after about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or I'm awake all night. So I tried this. So I have to have it before. I had some Thanksgiving Day. I had a cup of this, and it was so good. It's the one-step latte. And it's the Donut Shop Coffee Original Vanilla Latte. It does have 100 calories in one K-cup, which I thought, that was kind of a lot. I do really pay attention to that kind of stuff, because I would rather put my calories into the food, like the dense food, nutritional food that I have, and not into stuff like this. It's just, that's why I do sugar-free on the coffee and things, because I count every little calorie. It's one of the ways I'm able to maintain my weight. Anyway, the extra calories, I really do try to watch those. But every now and then I do like to go to Starbucks and have a caramel latte. I have a caramel macchiato skinny, which basically is sort of a vanilla latte, is what they told me at one point. They said, really, what you're kind of ordering when you do the skinny, well, you're doing the sugar-free syrup, but if you order it skinny with no syrup, it's a latte, and I have done that before. They'll say, well, do you want to just skip the syrup? And I'm like, okay, I'll skip the syrup. Well, that's pretty much a latte. So really, if I had this and I added some caramel syrup to it, I think that would be kind of like a caramel macchiato, really, in theory. Let me know if you guys follow that logic. I'm not sure, but I don't want to do that. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I'll try that sometime. Get just a little bit of the sugar-free caramel syrup, and I'll just try to make my own caramel macchiato at home. But anyway, this, just as the vanilla latte, I think is really, really good, but I would not have it every day because it is 100 calories. So depends on if I'm working out that day or not. If I'm working out and I'm like doing a lifting, like a strength training, I will do one of those, but on a regular day, Now, this was good, but I had to have creamer with that. Oh crap. Okay, so just recap. The Dunkin' Turtle Love I've not had yet. I will try that at some point. And the Starbucks caramel is good, but I need creamer with it. But the Dunkin', my favorite is this Donut Shop Coffee one-step latte, all by itself. You don't even have to add creamer to it. This is really, really good. However, it is 100 calories. It's funny, when I was looking for at these, and I was looking at how many calories are in this buttery and smooth caramel from Starbucks. They didn't even have the calories listed on the outside of the box, which that really bugged me a lot, because I like, it's those little things like that that creep up my calorie intake for the day and cause me to start gaining weight. I know it sounds goofy. I'd rather have a Whopper. I know what's in a Whopper. I had a Whopper for dinner and fries last night, and I was down a pound today. And it's because I watch what I eat every day, and I try to, I know when I can handle a big hamburger and I know when I can't. So anyway, I'm kind of fanatic that way, but I'm gonna eat this, and my plan for the day is I'm listening to an audiobook. It's called The Starling House, and I will just put a screenshot up here. I'm listening to it on audio. I just finished up a three books. It's a trilogy, a Nora Roberts trilogy, and that was really good. I'll pop that up as well. And that's where I got the name Bree for the squirrel, because the main character in that story is Bree, and I just fell in love with her. And then the squirrel showed up, and I named the squirrel Bree. And then my friend gave me the white squirrel little figurine. So it's just been a really fun kind of thing. I mean, they're little things, but it really is the little things that I think make life worthwhile, right? So that's what's going on in my world. Let me know what's going on in yours. Let the Christmas chaos commence. It has begun. Holy moly. See you tomorrow.